Greetings, one and all, Bio Be Acid coming live right now for the ACL Showcase match number 2. And joining me tonight, I have, a personal friend, I guess you could say. We've known each other for a little while now, been to some events together and enjoy each other's company. No homo. It is the captain of Avant, Vilesyder, mate. How you going?
Hey, mate. I'm going pretty good. How are you, Mr. Bio Acid?
Mate, I'm good. I'm always pretty good. Always happy to be here behind the mic as I feel most comfortable, most relaxed, and it's where I belong. One of those things, faces for radio, I guess you could say. But
So
coming up in this showcase match, we do have TEC up against the team of Emperor. Now, people are saying it's going to be a pretty good matchup because they believe that these two teams are even in regards to the skill base and the rotation of the maps that are getting played out tonight. We do have standoff hardpoint coming up first. Now, we'll just have to get out of the road. Overall, Vilesyder, who are you backing?
I've had a chat to both teams here, and I think TEC's been slacking off this last week a little bit, and I know we scrimmed Emperor pretty recently. We gave him a bit of stick, but I really feel like Emperor can pull through here. I feel like they've got this.
So you're backing Emperor there. For me, it's sort of, I'm not too sure. The names are familiar, but it's the lineups, I guess, for the teams. Something a bit different for me. I haven't seen that much action from the whole lineup from each team, so I'm going to be keeping a close eye on both of them, of course. For the team of Emperor, you're going to have Rihanza, Bucks, Bucky, and Unknown Rawless. You do have Sketchy, who is in there as the Kosh, as it says in his clan tag. Then for the TEC team, you got Frags, Benabus, Enigma, and Jackbot. Looks like Tweaks is in there as well, maybe as a Kosh as well, or who knows. He hasn't got anything in the clan tag. But these guys looking pretty good, looking all right to get this thing underway. Best of 9 series, first to 5. We'll take this one out tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So we're hoping for some nice, quick, good games and clean, wholesome family fun action coming up in just a moment. Vilesyder is hosting, so we don't have to worry about too much in regards to making sure the host is still around. If the game is ending, they'll 10 kill. But it looks like we're getting this one underway. So I'll bring my game sounds in for my own ears. I'm sure Beware will have them there in the background for you all as well. Big shout out to him for doing the streaming. I believe Hoggy's going to come along at some stage as well, maybe to take over for him. But, so shout out to both of those because it does help us out. Don't have to worry too much about anything else other than just talking over the game. So here we go, Vilesyder.
Here we go. Who do you want to start off with, Bio?
I'd like to see someone from the TEC team, honestly. I'm here with Benabus right now, and I want to say, Benabus is a name. Like I said, a lot of the names in this game I know, but it's just the fact that their lineup for the team that they're playing is just something a little bit different than what I'm used to seeing. So the guys from the TEC boys, first points on the board, they're down there in that hill here on standoff. Of course, in courtyard of that first hill where the location is. As Benabus tries to stay up top high there in top wood. Now watching his respawn behind him, teammates are spawning in behind. Nima's going to try and push out bottom low. Jetbot out there, tank as well. Some shots out as Rihanza picks up a clean double there at the Evo and hoping to try and keep these guys out for a little bit longer while they get some early points on the board there, Vilesyder.
Yeah, it looks like they've been pushed back off the start pretty easily. They have got the better side here for that breakout. I feel like they really should have been getting some much earlier points off the start here. I'm a little bit shocked they've given up so many. They've sort of been pushed back. They're set up for this new spawn. Benabus is anchoring really early. I'm still on board with him. He's like, this is some crazy early anchoring. I'm pretty impressed by these guys considering they're just relatively fresh the whole 4v4 thing.
He was doing pretty clean action there, obviously back field and holding those players off, trying to keep it that way so the guys spawn close to this spawn store as Benabus got the first 200 points out of that one for the bonus. And it got cleaned up straight away afterwards. So we're going to jump on over now with someone else from the TEC team. I'm going to jump off with Enigma here. Enigma currently going a 3 and 5. Only one player on the TEC team positive right now, which is Frag, who's on 6 and 4 for those at home who can't quite see that right now. Bucks is on 5 and 3. You're going to have 5 and 4 for Bucky. Rihanza is on 5 and 5 and 4 and 3 there for Unknown Warriors. So, some nice, good positives there from the team of Emperor, but like we said, TEC, you have to get some more points on that board. And showing it in their KD ratios right now, obviously that gap increasing in favour of Emperors as they're closing in on that 60-point mark. The TEC boys looking to get ready for bedroom, which is the next hill point, not bedtime. As I get ready for that third name in the back end, I'm still here for Enigma right now. It's just more or less sitting down bottom low, waiting for that hill to look for the rotation. Here it comes down 5. As he decides to sit up top, and just quick mention, rolling with the Cyborg camo there on his gun, looks pretty nice.
Yeah, I haven't yet to see these camos. Well, that's actually pretty cool. So glad everyone voted for that.
I voted for Dragon myself, and
I
like the Dragon. I'm a bit of a old-fashioned style guy. I guess the age must show it. As Rihanza there will pick up Enigma as he was holding up top.
That's a horrible flip.
Trying to clear it up, and yeah, you know, like you said, that flip is D. They were pushed right away now off that spawn. They did have one teammate still alive in there. Jackpot just destroying and dominating upstairs, still with that B23R up there, and staying alive long enough for these guys to really come back into the game, and for his teammates to come back off that distant spawn where they got back there at the store, which of course is next hill. And it looks like one of their teammates is back there, but Jackpot was on a full kill streak just then, got shut down in the end. Does have a Hellstorm though, of course, being alive in that hard point. Getting those kills really did help in the end. So on board with Emperor now. Going to jump on board with Rihanza, I guess. As he's going to be located back, I call it back crates, obviously waiting for the spawn to change on over with his teammates all around him right now. Out at hay bales, you can see that their location of that respawn is happening. And it's a nice little close one there for this bottom hill of store. As these guys keep the lead, 30 points in their favour right now. But after that one in bedroom, you know, the guys from TEC really showing that they can come back into this one here, Vilesyder. You know, and as I always say for the hard points, it's not over till it's over, because I've seen teams come back from, you know, 150 point deficit. It's not easy to do so, but at the same time, it's not impossible.
Yeah, definitely. Like Emperor did like a really solid push to try and break that bed hill, but I'm pretty impressed the TEC managed to pull that off, and then they even got the early rotations across the new hill. I'm still on board with Rihanza. He's doing work, but I'm a little bit shocked they didn't get this hill and hold this hill earlier after that first break and not losing bed. It's a little bit sloppy play. They had such a big lead off that first hill, and they really just didn't follow through with it.
It's like they were pushing on in there just a moment ago, you know, contesting it. But the guys from TEC getting back into the 5 points just there a moment ago, now into a 4-point difference. And now back into the courtyard hill. Now this is where the guys from TEC had trouble and struggled at the start. They were looking all right here for a moment, but it looks like the man of Rihanza is pushing there quick, clean, cleared it out, and just trying to hold him out here. That's all his main goal, is just to hold these guys off, get that lead back. And here comes the Hellstorm. Will he cluster that? Looks like he will cluster at the last moment. Only picking up the one. It was Jackpot's one from earlier that he earned while he was up in the bedroom from that hill earlier.
Let's go.
Going to jump on board with Unknown Walrus now. Just got cleaned up by Jackpot, as I said. That off this fresh respawn now, though. It looks like they're spawning at the back behind bedroom on main street. So they have to try and push back around here, get that fuel station spawn for the next one that'll be located in bottom green. And hopefully they can come back and get a bit of a lead back again in this next hill. As you'll see right now, Anchor back here and trying to just keep his teammates around that same area at the same time. That way they can get some early points in this next hill. 4 minutes 55 remaining here in this hard point on standoff though. And now they're still increasing their lead once again. Take a look at the scoreboard. We go 17 and 12 for Bucks. Rihanza's on 17 and 14. 13 and 12 there for Bucky. And Unknown Warriors giving us 7 and 11. So Unknown Warriors the only one going minus right now for his team. But it seems that he is more of a just like trying to sit out and trying to stay alive more or less, and really keeping that spawn where his team needs him for the team of Emperor right now. Now those shots go once again. He's going to jump board with I'll jump on board with Bucky. Yeah, upstairs, you know, top green. Looking at that window right now and just trying to see what he can do. A bit of magic might happen. He is getting some close to some score streaks there. But so far, Volstar, I think the highest score streak we've seen is just that Hellstorm.
Yeah, just that Hellstorm. I gotta say, probably Bucks is gonna hate me, but Bookie is the shining star of this team. I've known probably Bucks and Bookie and the old Emperor since Black Ops 1. They were sort of like one of the up-and-coming teams with the old CI back in the day. And Bookie is definitely a monster. He's the guy to watch in this team. He's usually the one dropping the bombs. I don't know what it is about him, but his shot is just so clean the majority of the time. I don't know how much they've played, like how much COD they've played probably today or whatever, but his shot is on. When it's on, it's on. He's just such an impressive player.
Yeah, you know, you're correct. You know, it's very clean shot. You know, as that M8A1 he's just pulling out there a moment ago. There's that shotgun as a secondary if he needs to use it, but pretty much most of those bursts that he's put out have been on target where they need to be, or they've got the tag. Once again, 3 bursts there, but each one showing a tag. This is they put those shots down there to Benabus a moment ago. Unlucky get picked up by Jackpot afterwards, but these guys from Emperor are in the lead, 191 to 110, so almost a 90-point difference. And there's that shotgun work just outside of Mini Cafe. Nice little. I thought he actually got a double there, but Bucks picked up the kill there. That MP7 actually, you know, it's not one of the usual SMGs you see getting used. So I'm going to jump on board with Bucks here for a moment. Usually you'll see the MSMC, obviously heavy favourite in the competitive world for the SMG class, and then also you might see a bit of Scorpion Evo here and there, but not so much the MP7 as much as what we saw in Modern Warfare 3.
I don't know. It's not not a massively used gun, but I know there's a couple of US pros that use it. I don't know how well you follow their scene bio, but I know that Rambo NB uses the MP7 quite hard out. So I dare say that's why the majority of people are using it, because of him.
Yeah, well, yeah, I do know some people obviously do use it. I was just compared to what we saw during Modern Warfare 3, obviously for the SMG class. You know, the MP7 was the main weapon to be used that whole time. Obviously, a different game. Obviously, a different game altogether. But you know, just in that comparison, for me, I still use it just as a pub scrub, and I'll still run around and shoot with it because I enjoy it. I find it easy to control, and I prefer it over the MSMC. I don't know why, I just do. And that's the reason why I've just been using it just from that point of view. But
this fight.
I just don't see it. And same with since the PEW obviously got nerfed, I haven't seen that make a return that much into.
PEW is awful. They've actually just broken the gun outright.
But yeah, you agree. Like you saw it get used obviously more than the Evo back then. But since that nerf, I've just noticed that maybe one player might use it, and I don't know if it's because they're not too sure of if it's still strong enough or not. But
there's too much horizontal wobble on the gun when you shoot it. It's literally just a waste of life bothering with the PDW. Not even worth hip firing around on a hill. You're so much better off with the Scorpion extended mags.
As we're closing towards the end here, it's 2:40 to 1:55. 1 minute 20 still remaining there on the clock. So it's going to be very close, what it would seem here in regards to the final time. If these guys, I was going to say, if TEC could actually hold that hill for pretty much all the time, they still had a chance, but it's pretty much got to the point here where it is over more or less. And now the guys from TEC did clean up the hill just there. Metabus picking up a nice clean 3 kills there a moment ago. With Fraser picking up the last one there. But 3 more points is all the team of Emperor need. They'll get that probably most likely on the next hill there at green. One of their players already pushed around past fuel station. The unknown War is trying to make his way out there with the M8A1. Got picked up there by a Tigger on his way out. And now they still need another about 70 odd points. There's only 38 seconds left in the game. So
they're playing the last second. That's not usually something that happens. Most people just put their controllers down. But these guys, they fought for that last hill, even though the Emperor could easily won it, and they're still fully controlling this new hill. It's a bit of a dignified end. I'm pretty impressed by that. Most damage teams, especially, just put the controller down. That's GG. Basically.
Yeah, they'll just start trying to get some kills here and there. But as we saw there, Benabas picking up an actual sentry gun towards the end there for TEC. Even though they're still lost, they end up getting some kill streaks towards the end. A lot of probably will come in as well. And there's the man of Bookie getting in there with that shotgun.
Oh, not the 3Ps. That's disgusting.
And once again, Tage Fetterworth, the M8A1, directly line on sight, as you said. And pick up the kills. He finished up 33 and 21, 5 captures, 7 defends there. MVP for his team with most points, almost on the 5K mark. But the guys from the team of Emperor picking up the first one there in the series, best of the 9, of course, 1-0 now to them. Vilesyder is the host, and he is the man who's going to be picking the next one. Well, I think he's also listening to the chat, listening to the tweets as well. So hit him up for tweet at Avant_Vilesyder. Hit him up for tweeting there, and let him know what you want to see next.
Yeah, if
obviously,
you guys want any specific maps, let me know, please.
Stick to the normal rotation. You can't just be throwing in another hard point because we're sticking to a rotation.
Yeah, looking for an S&D.
Yeah, looking for an S&D up next. Obviously, the map will be chosen there, and then as well put some votes in. Let us know what you want to see. People put some scores in there as well. 5-3 to Emperor. They're saying at the end there for Spartan. As someone tells him to shut up afterwards. Fair enough. As these guys will be looking for S&D up next, like we said. Then we'll have a CTF up next after that. But let's go see Meltdown.
Picking on a Meltdown?
Well, you've chosen Meltdown. So
I have chosen Meltdown, just so these guys set up their classes. We'll see. I got a couple of tweets at me now. I'll see what someone said. Might change up.
Excellent. As long as people actually, it's good to get the community's reaction. Is there actual tweets regarding what map, or is it just like...
No, it's Fate being a loser. If you can hear me in the stream, Fate, go do something productive, mate. Go play some LOL.
That's not productive. LOL is not productive. Let's get that clear.
That's actually pretty clear.
Obviously, we did tell them, if you're not ready, just go straight into the Codcaster or the opposite team. That way we know, and once you are ready, go back to your team, and that way Vilesyder can start the match straight, and we're not wasting time, making sure everyone's all ready to go. The back into page chats, of course, for S&D. And I'll mention it again, if you're an organisation that's going to run an ODC, then you have to include in your rules, in my opinion anyway, that if the matches are getting streamed that day, that they should be including the fact that if you're in CTF or Hardpoint, it should be a rule that you should be in game chat. Obviously, I know some teams out there, one of their players, Talkback Cal, might be broken, so they're on Skype. But the rest of the 3 players could still plug in as well, and we can still at least hear them. It just makes the stream more interesting.
It is interesting, but being on that side is a pain in the neck. I think Vamp's Astro Mix Amp is breaking down slowly. So I've got a feeling we're going to be moving to Skype or something like that very soon. And you're going to have to deal with us being party chat / Skype losers.
Oh, jeez.
No,
we are waiting for Walrus. Walrus is the last one left. And then we'll be able to get this one into the go motion, of course, with S&D Meltdown. Still just waiting to see. Any news from the competitive scene, Vilesyder, that we need to touch on?
And news, I think we've had a bit of a debate on what the go is with CGP. I think not many people are pleased, or apparently not many people are pleased with the current sort of status and the whole aspect of how CGP is being run. And I know Naked spent probably the majority of his day at work, probably typing up sort of like the next iteration of CGP that should happen. If anyone in the chat's read it, I might link it if I've still got the thread open. But he's looking at having more than one CGA. I don't know how well you followed the latest CGP for 44 at all.
Oh, I saw a couple of the threads, and mainly just what was happening on Twitter is the stuff that I was aware of in regards to that. A couple of threads here and there, but I wasn't really looking at it in depth. No.
All right. No, anyway, I think Naki's trying to bring in a couple of new CGAs, so we get more people playing in general, and then just sort of like trying to build up the AMs a little bit more.
Yep.
Anyway, yeah, I think we've got this game going. Everyone's in their rightful team, I do believe. We keen to start?
Yeah, mate. As soon as we are ready to go, let's just get it straight away. Because I do have to be up early tomorrow, so I would hope not.
Oh, here come the excuses.
Mate, it's a hard life being there. It really is. We don't all have TAFE to go to.
Uni, thanks, mate.
Uni, TAFE, whatever. We don't have to go study. We have to go work.
Predictions, okay, go. What do you think?
Well, I was being told to watch Enigma, but they're on an attack for the first round from TEC, so I'll jump on board with
Bucks,
righto. Predictions, well, Emperor just dominated. They did dominate for most of that. The guys from TEC obviously kept it close for a little while there in the middle part of it, but Emperor took away on the hard point. I'm going to go with a 6-4 win, Emperor's favour. Look at Bucks there as J-Pot has picked up Rihanna's trying to come in quick and clean. They're at their bomb site as Grace will take doubles up. Beautiful work there. So Walrus now by him, as I was about to say, by himself. He's picked up back in his own spawn building there in the control room. And it's going to be a nice little M8A one-shot here from Betterbus to take him down. First round in favour of the TEC boys.
That was some pretty decent rotations from the TEC guys there. Normally, teams don't react quite that fast.
Switching sides.
Most starting rounds, teams just crank the B. The B is the easy side to attack. A is a little bit messy, but they rotated so fast to defend that, and it's actually pretty impressive.
Defend the objectives.
So they're jumping board with Enigma now. Apparently, Hopey just tweeted to me. He goes, I meant defense. So too bad, son. Too bad. Running ball with Enigma now, though. You're getting to see the player that you wanted to see. He's on their attack. And again, with that sideboard camo rolling that one out.
Wow, that looks awesome.
With that scope, that's DSR 50 looking up towards top mid. Oh,
Bucks just hit a collateral.
Nice clean kill there.
Nick just
you are all
now man of Enigma by himself in a 1v4. And there's a play there from I don't know if it's a no or Chris scope, but we're about to see here in a moment. Enigma gets dropped by him.
Ridiculous. Dude, I remember back in Black Ops 1, like, sniping really was... Wow. Sniping was never a viable thing for basically any team, but Emperor would crank out the scope
ready point
in like a CTF or something like that, and it was actually something to be wary of because they took it seriously. They didn't muck around with it. If the scope was out, they were trying to win. And,
clear the objectives.
It's definitely showing right here in the game. The scope is actually a viable weapon.
It is indeed, especially after that nice clean clap we saw from in that first round in on their defense, sorry. As we'll jump on board now with Rihanza. And seeing what's going on here. Not really that much now. SMC in hand, but just more or less watching the flank side of things. As Bucks picks up a nice little kill going on Bus, taking his some shots out from mid there. Rihanza putting him back into his own spawn more or less, just trying to stay alive and keep an eye out. Bookie will pick up a nice little clean two-piece with that Scorpion Evo. One player may have just been seen here at the back end. He's not too sure if he actually saw a player. There he is.
This round's over.
Going on the bottom mid, that player just... I'm pretty sure went bottom mid, or could be a mistake. Let's have a look at that mini-map. Looks like that player did go bottom mid there, went around the back out the side.
Good job, agents. Get ready for the next
For a moment
round.
there, I thought that the round was in a bit of trouble. Obviously looking up top mid there, like thinking, did he get back up top? But no, he's actually down bottom mid still. And there it is there. Coming out under from tunnel. Take it out. Got some shout-outs there, but I'll save those for later.
Switching operation ready point.
Alright, who we going on board with?
Well, it's obviously
Search
attacking
and
round. You know,
destroy.
attacking round we like to stay and keep an eye on. But you pick, mate. You pick.
Oh, we haven't seen any
Defend
work
the
out of frags
objective.
yet. I might jump on with him.
What
Is
do we
the bomb carrier for this round? So this is what I mean. Like most teams usually just play the B because it's a better bomb side to attack. Sort of A is definitely a 50-50, especially because they beat you in there and they can be sort of just staring down that one little funnel that you have to pile through. Oh, Box with that scope again, man. I don't know where he's sitting actually. I think he's doing Hopi's little strat where he sits on B bomb and looks for those early picks. But, how many players we got? We've got 3.
Got a
versus
1v3 right now.
1v3. Yeah, this round's pretty well just go to TEC straight up. Where's this last player at?
He's located back of turbines, as I call it. You know I call it turbines.
Oh,
son.
no.
As we'll see
Well
there,
fought.
man. You're picking up one
Get
kill at
ready for the
Frank.
next round.
Takes them from behind. Oh.
You know, we've actually, we specifically went and changed all those call-outs right now. See where frags is? In that
Yeah.
gap? We've got gap and knob. So it's their gap, our gap, their knob, our knob, for our call-outs.
Switching
and
operation
you can probably
ready
assume what
point.
the knob is.
But is
Search and
turbines still
destroy.
turbines, or is it gone to yellow?
It's a bit of a mix-up. Honestly, I've said turbines a few more times than I
Yes.
really need to,
Objective.
just because of you.
Yes.
Charges
For those that
acquired.
don't know, when this game first came out, we were playing. I think we were playing S&D. I was playing with the CI guys at the time. They were purely in Canada, obviously. And, you know, I just called it turbines because that's what they are. They're giant turbines sitting out here at B-bomb site. And for some reason, it wasn't good enough. It wasn't a good enough call out because they didn't know what a turbine was. I don't know why. So it had to be called yellow. It's a giant yellow thing, obviously. So it's a fair enough call out. But I was just like, well, I'm going to call it what it is. But
Bomb carrier
back
down.
on the topic at hand, we're in a round here for S&D. Brady's picking up one around there. I know Raw's taking
Poor
out
effort.
Jackpot
Get
on
ready for the
Walrus.
next round.
3-2 this going to becomes. 5 rounds gone, 6 rounds going to get played here in just a moment. But TEC picking up that one.
Yeah, it looks like TEC had a pretty damn good aggressive defense there. I think Emperor tried a more of an aggressive B with sort of smokes and stuff down, but it doesn't really mean jack if the other
Halftime.
team's running the thermo scope. I think a couple of them are running
Search and
cold blooded though,
destroy.
but this B is just not working for either team right now. It's sort of just give and
Protect
take,
the objectives.
especially for the defensive squad.
See, Benabus picking up the bomb this time. And Nima and obviously Fraser did that other time. I want to see what Jackpot can do. Coming
Jackpot?
towards mid. And with that, SMC going up high here. So it's a bit of a nice
good.
little split push here.
Oh, here we
A
go.
little bit of damage, yeah. Picking up that nice clean kill there. I don't know who it was. Obviously, it was EMP right there for a moment. It's got to bring that up. It may have been Bucks. There was a scope in that hand. And a right shield on the back of that player just there. So Round is rolling with a Scorpion Evo on a right shield.
It's pretty interesting.
It is indeed rolling up in the mid. Benabus still with that bomb here. And sees one there on their plat. Put some shots in there. Frey picks the kill though. That's a different player. It was Hars all together. So they know who the last player is. Then all that Benabus to come on in here. Walrus.
1v2.
By
You're
himself,
all that
yes,
remains.
1v2 indeed. I'm
Finish
picking up that
the
first kill there on
mission.
Frey. The
Walrus.
second one can't get it.
Poor effort. Get
Never
ready
taking
for the
it
next
down.
round.
4-2. The score becomes 2 rounds of difference here between the two teams. There's Nima wrong with that. Is that the MD logo? This is
That is the MV logo. This guy's definitely geeked out.
plays for TNC, rolls the MD.
Switching sides.
Fun times. 2 rounds of
Search
difference.
and
We said those
destroy.
6 rounds have gone. 7th round has been played out. And Bucks just pulled out
Eliminate the
the
objectives.
AN94.
Bomb acquired.
You called 6-4, didn't you?
I called 6-4, yeah. I
To
did.
Emperor?
Yeah, to Emperor, yes.
They got to get 4 straight.
You know, it's not impossible.
Yeah, is that going to happen or what?
Yeah, let's watch for the round.
I'm watching
just-
this. Who are we specking? We're watching Bucks.
Yeah, watching Bucks. AN94 in here. Gold all the way. Bit of bling bling. Comes up top here with Vianza's in there as well, picking up frags. 1 down. 3 to go, 4v3 this round. 1 minute and 3 seconds remaining here. As these guys are actually pushing all the way past
I
and
like this push.
trying a bit of damage here from the back 8. Could work in their favour though, as an email pick up the Bucky. One player. Oh, Benabus still at the back there. Picks up Bucks though. Bomb in hand for Vianza here. We've still got Walrus alive as well.
Bucks definitely should have gone with that bomb
Bomb
carrier there
online.
instead of sitting around his up in Robin up there. He definitely needed to follow up. They need a man up to get these rounds back. There's no way they're going to win if they're just sort of segregated and separated like this. So those pushes there just don't even need to happen.
All other agents
Rounds
are
is just
dead.
basically
Finish
just
the
feeding
op.
kills and making it so much easier for the old TEC team to basically just clutch this.
Oh, I was hoping for Walrus for the 1v3 there, but couldn't do it. And there goes my 6-4 to the Emperor team. It's going to be now 5-2 in a moment here with this defuse about to happen there in Jackpot. Taking that one. One round to go for the boys, perhaps.
Get ready for the next round.
See what they can put up here in the next one about to play out in just a moment.
I don't know. I still feel that Emperor could probably still drag back a few rounds if they take it seriously and they group up a little bit more. That sort of just spread out, a little bit sloppy.
Switching to chat here, you know, I mentioned in that round 2 rounds ago with the man of round with the riot shield and also the Scorpion Evo. Just has Bertle commenting there. That riot shield was the end of us screaming Emperor last night. So there you go. Maybe something that we'll have to keep an eye out for, and perhaps
strategy.
No, it is indeed. You know, I've seen. Well, I believe it was during one of the ODCs that the man of Naked pulled it out there for immunity. Had it out with a nice little LMG combo.
Oh wow!
And Rianzo picks up a clean double there. That Scorpion Evo as these boys try to push in.
Did you see that? He just got his own little portable head glitch right there, right then and there. There's nothing they can do about it.
I'm seeing you do it now.
I just changed across to it. It's just sitting there in his little head glitch.
Very nice indeed. And I'm
stealing that. I gotta open up a Word document. Go write this down.
I gotta write that down. Meltdown S&D, place right shield at stairs. We'll sit behind. Solid strat indeed, but Jackpot by himself in a 1v4. And, well, this is to sort of win the round for him, but they couldn't do it. 5-3, the score becomes.
I told you. They're going to bring it back.
I did tip Emperor to win the S&D. Obviously, I tipped him to win at 6-4, but 6-5 is still not that far, right?
I don't know. I reckon if Rianzo keeps up that riot shield strat, they're in for a win. Keep piling those
switching operation ready point.
Got a quick shout out here to Avant. Shout out to our call outs on Meltdown.
Destroy the objectives. We got the bomb.
Call outs.
Alright, I'm following Rianzo. I want to see this.
Yep, righto. Jumping on board with him, see what he can do actually.
I don't know if he's got the pass on or not.
No,
wow,
it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell.
We lost the bomb.
It does look like he does. He's just run up here with the Scorpion Air. No, he's pulled up the Scorpion Air very quickly. I'm just going to jump on board with Bucky very quickly. I tried to see if he had the right shield on his back, but sadly I couldn't. Oh, a beautiful double there a moment ago.
Dominating.
Was indeed. Now Walrus is by himself. And this will be for the... There it is. You just called it. One player on the flame. Benabus there at the Amat A1, jumping around. And picking up the kill. 6-3 the score becomes. And that'll be S&D in TEC's favour. Series score 1 apiece right now, best of 9 series, of course. That 5 mark is what both teams are aiming for. Here we are, some shout-outs though.
Agents, mission profile has not been
People
achieved.
saying that, one, Frantics is saying it infuriates him when I say Bucky's name incorrectly. It's Bookie. Yeah, I know, but I just like saying Bucky. If he wants me to say it Bookie, then I'll pronounce it Bookie. Yeah, but at the same time, he could actually change it to that, or a variation of that. But we're going to have some shout-outs here, as I was saying. Shout out to Vox Mozzi there, and I am the best caster ever apparently from him, so thank you very much. And a shout out there to Zilzy as well.
Good game, guys.
I think that was it. It looks like the rest are just from Hopi there telling us who to spectate, and him stuffing up on what he wanted to do. He wanted a defensive side, but Hopi should know that we always try and sit on attack for the S&D side of things because it's more interesting sides to start rounds off. As we'll head into some CTF action next up, ladies and gentlemen, the guys will come back into the game. So we may have a listen in as well during that time. Well, actually, you might have a listen in for the CTF for most of it, just to hear some comps from the teams. But we are waiting for a map. So I don't know if Vilesyder is going to just pick one for himself or if the people are voting. Map request. So we've got demolitions.
More sums and raids there.
Not even sure of serious demolitions.
I'm keen for a sums hard point.
Yeah, it does say it's... Oh, okay. So you want to get some CTF on raid and then some hard point slums?
Yep. Sure. All right. I'm going to go make sure these guys are ready. I'll be back.
As he said, we're going to make sure the guys are good to go. CTF on raid coming up in just a moment, though. Hopefully our stream admin is there listening and aware that we'll go for a listen in once the match starts on up. We'll jump on... While they sort that out, ladies and gentlemen, to the chats, we'll go to you. Who do you want to listen to first, Emperor or TEC? Your choice. Most votes gets it. We'll tell you the votes just as the match starts, so put your votes in now. Listen in first, TEC or Emperor. Let's see, 1, 2, 3 for TEC so far. Unlucky to Bertle there. That's 2 for Emperor now. 3-2. And match starts up. There is the TEC first. for the listen in, ladies and gentlemen. I said as the match starts on up there. Oh, here comes all the Emperor ones, but too late. TEC got the most in there to begin with. So TEC will be on board with them for a listen in, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoy it. We'll go quiet for now.
Hey, we're listening, alright?
Yeah, right now.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Let me contest mid. Let me contest mid.
I'm going to pull. Just, Jack, come with me to pull. Someone come with me to pull.
Grant's going to pull. I'm gonna start mid.
One shot of mid. He pushed.
Top.
Oh shit, Jack, big kill.
Top bedroom.
One more mid.
One in mid.
Last guy's top bedroom. Oh, you get
it. They're gonna spawn ramp. So watch your ring. I spawn laundry.
Me impaired.
Jack, just hold that ring for a bit.
Still top bedroom. One still top bedroom. One in red pushing out.
Oh, there's two ring, Jack.
Two zigzag. Another zigzag, Ben. Another zigzag. He's pushing you. He's going straight to mid. Good kill. Let's go, boys. I'm main ping. Sorry, bad luck.
Oh, kitchen behind you, Grant. He's chasing.
He's one shot, man.
Yeah, go on.
Push back. Get that control, guys.
Is he gonna be spawning ramp again? Let's get some down.
He went to art. Hey, good shit.
One's at pool, one's pushing zigzag now. Watch yourself, Grant.
One's at white van. Or top art, I'm not sure.
There's one mid.
Yeah, good kill, Grant.
That's two. Last two are pool. Go, dude.
Pull.
Stay back, Ben. Stay back.
Acquired.
I'm watching pool. You pull.
I'm watching pillars.
Shot.
One pillars, man. Got him. Let's get a relay going, dude. Let's set up.
Oh, he's there!
Flag.
Come on, boys.
He's not running to it. He's in jungle.
That's a push full stop.
Jack, you're a legend! Oh, you fucking champ!
One mid.
Oh, he's one kitchen. He went money, Jack. Oh no, he went back out. That's Paul.
He's one shot open stairs. He's one in garage. Rotate back.
Oh yeah, they're about to. He's going courts.
Yeah, courts.
Come on, laundry still.
Oh, he's kitchen. Courts.
Oh, one's in dividers. He's at Lambo. He's got the spawn trap going, so don't die.
Taking our flag.
Courts down.
Rotate flag.
Don't go car. There's gonna be one person on car.
One a tree, weak.
Our flag has been returned.
I got the kid that was ringing.
Good shit, Jack. Good shit.
I'm gonna pull this.
Let's go, lads.
Kitchen's dead. Let's go.
Don't push. I'm the pool head glitch.
Oh no, there's fucking three of their spawn, man. One went ring, and one went zig.
One
gotta go on
now.
bedroom.
Zig, contest. One zig.
One go top bedroom. One go top bedroom. Top bedroom, Ben.
Oh, they pinched me, dude. One's full, one's open.
Oh fuck. Yeah, stay alive. Just keep kitchen control.
Oh, one in kitchen. One more left.
I'm forward ring. There's one in cash. Go through jungle.
I'm rotating forward.
One's here.
Let's two down. That's three down. Let's go. They're gonna spawn on pools, so just get on the head glitch on
Last one's kitchen.
Got him. Oh shit.
Oh, they're gonna be watching you. Grant.
I'm gonna play Kai. He's tagged.
Oh, one shot pull, man.
We have
went
the
back.
enemy flag.
Two ring. One's tagged in art. On your own.
Come ring, Jack, come ring. I got you. Oh, he's one there.
One shot.
Oh, you go. One's mid.
One mid. One has Lambo.
One mid, dude. One mid.
Lambo's dead. Go. There's mid.
Last one's kitchen.
Got him.
Go, you clean, dude. You clean.
Grant, push forward.
Go, guys. I can get the relay here. You guys go. Oh no. One pull. Bed behind you. He's gonna shoot you in the mouth.
One's in court.
There's two pulls.
He didn't come out. Mid.
If you're one straight,
He's at the one ring.
Oh, one shot kitchen.
Our flag has been taken.
Yeah, good Ben.
Oh, he pulled that. Wow. I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, there's one fucking mid stairs.
Go.
Strike it.
One pillars.
Wheeled up over your position.
Lightning strike coordinates received.
Good kill.
That's three. Get that.
Charge that.
Sentry.
Jack, oh, go red. Go red.
I'm stunned.
Go. That's three.
last could be our flag. Last could be our
I'm
flag.
rotating.
Everyone go to flag. Everyone go, man.
Come in, Paul.
Jump on that, just charge it.
Yeah, boys! The jackpot! Damn, sucker!
One open stairs, tag. One open.
Tapped it as well. Oh.
Oh, baby, you're so sexy. One's open stairs.
Wait, what? They didn't get a
Two open
cat?
now, one's tagged.
Good job. Get ready for the next round.
He's gone.
Halftime. Capture the flag. Capture the objective.
I'm in already. We're not.
I don't have. There's no sentries on the flag at the moment. Yeah, there is. There's a sentry on the flag. Both push pillars. He's pushing me. I gotta get rid of the sentry.
Open. Kitchen. Our kitchen.
Destroying the sentry. Yeah, it's gone.
Oh my god, you pushed that now? Fuck me.
Enemy flag acquired.
Get those kills.
Our flag has been taken.
He's pulling bottom, Pull bottom.
We dropped
Oh wow,
the
there's one
flag.
behind me.
Hostile flag returned. Our flag is secure.
Do you know they got else?
On a kitchen.
They're gonna have to come back. Go on, Ruba. Wait, there's one poolside.
Be advised, hostile
Four.
lightning strike inbound.
I got him.
On their flag. They're two zigzag.
Come on, open. Pillars. Oh, they're like challenge that.
Wait, swap with me, Ria.
It's done.
Alright, go. Oh, where's the last one? Go!
We have the enemy flag.
Oh my god. Oh, he's on ramp. He's gone hard. Blue car.
Be advised, hostiles have returned the flag.
I gotta work on that sentry. They got trophies on
sentry?
it. At the back garage.
That's right at the back. The laundry's there.
Hellstorm missile awaiting
Hey, push
orders.
laundry, Ward.
Lightning strike awaiting
Little
coordinates.
streaks.
Send him, you get it? Yeah, pool side. He's pushing the pool side.
Wheelbarrow.
Our flag has been taken. Friendly lightning strike inbound. We have the enemy flag. Our flag
Oh wow,
carrier
blue
is
car.
down. Hostile flag returned.
Nice.
We have the enemy flag.
One shot.
Middle shooter. Changing mag.
Can't get flag.
Hey,
Drop their
pull
flag.
pillars.
He got me.
Oh. Come on.
Kitchen. He's in money.
Be advised, hostiles have returned their flag. Be advised, hostiles have captured our flag.
Back garage. Stag, nice.
Enemy flag acquired.
Connection. On their flag.
Hey, stag. He's just sitting there.
Hostiles have destroyed your
Really?
equipment.
Sentry back garage.
They got ours, I think, and there's one on the
Hostiles have taken our flag. They dropped our flag.
Come back.
I don't know about that one, yeah.
Pushing the pool. Where is he, dude?
Friendly Hellstorm missile inbound.
There's three in their flag.
Confirmed.
Laundry.
Kitchen.
In money. There's one back jungle.
Timeline in jeopardy. Pick it up.
Hey, zigzag. He's pushing our mid.
Yeah, there's two back jungle.
Oh, last lap, dude.
Confirmed down.
Hostiles
pillars.
have taken our flag.
Come on, open. Oh.
Hostile lightning strike inbound.
He's gone.
Check your timeline.
Oh, what did I do that? I impeded him.
As we come back into the end of the CTF here on Raid, it's going to be 4-0, maybe 5-0 here in a moment. As the guys looking to try and get their last flag in there, it will go in 5-0 to the team of TEC. So TEC will end up being 5-0 in that CTF, and series score of 2-1 now. As I didn't roll, it looked like he was putting that flag in, perhaps, or his teammate right behind him. I'm not too sure, but yeah, that camo, I'm really enjoying that camo, and the gun actually glows when it's on the ground as well, so it's a nice little thing to look at. So if you haven't purchased it yet, it's 160 Microsoft points. I think it'll cost you.
Next
like $2.
Oh, probably. It's $2. You know, maybe a burger from Macca's, that $2 menu. Let's get one of those for the day. Get the sidewalk.
Yeah, right.
Just saying. 2-1 the score becomes now, though. We're into a hard point next up, and I think we're thinking Sloms, aren't we?
Yes, we are thinking Sloms.
Yep.
That
was wanted to have a look at straight away. As we just have a quick little wait for these guys to obviously, well, they should be good to go. Maybe I'm just
going to jump in and have a quick chat.
Yeah, just make sure. Obviously, we did suggest to go to the Codcaster or opposite teams if you weren't ready, but yeah, obviously they want to have extra classes and whatnot. Yeah, so they got the extra classes. They'll just switch them over and be good to go once these guys. But obviously a very solid CTF there from TEC. So after losing the hard point, you know, they were down at the start of that hard point to start things off on standoff. They brought it back during the mid part of it. However, then the Emperor boys ran away towards the end a little bit there, over 100 points. The deficit was at a stage. They took S&D, well, you know, rather convincingly there. And that CTF, 5-0. This is going to be interesting to see, you know, if Emperor can bring this back on the hard point again. Obviously, like I said, they took out that one to start things off. But let's just see if it was just the fact that T is still getting warmed up.
Yeah, I feel like that was probably the warm-up match, that first map. This is really going to be the decider if they're warmed up or not here. I'm on board with a jackpot off the start. Just scoping these guys out. It's a bit of an interesting four-man push down the memo side. I haven't really seen much of that. The majority of teams try to push blue and work that flip straight off the bat.
Point is ours.
It's pretty interesting. They've actually cracked that with a four-man memo.
This fight.
I ate my own words right as I was the hill. TC's pushing up the memo side. I feel like TC, if they don't break this hill now, they're probably not going to get through. They're not going to flip. And Emperor's probably getting like some ridiculous 60-point lead straight off the bat.
But you probably are right. You know, it did seem to be a bit of their downfall as well during that standoff one as well. You know, just trying to get that flip and trying to get that spawns they really wanted to try and hold it then. Obviously, you know, some of the players would flank around and get around the backhand side, but then they just get picked up straight away and they weren't holding the spawns that they needed to have. As everyone should know by now, you know, the hard point on Slums, one of their players would want to be in that back car park. You'll see right now, a player from Emperors is already there. And, you know, the hill's already flipped on over down to that next one on that back grass area. So TEC with the advantage, with that anchor, with that good spawn, all they've got to do is now just hold that and they should be able to run away like you said, Vilesyder.
TEC, they made a little bit of effort, but it was just too little too late. Like, Jackpot pushed in, he tried to sit up on Grand there, which is those yellow bins. And it's just, it was too late in the round for anything too effective to come out of it. And, I mean, they still made a decent push. Like, he hung around and stayed up, which was pretty good of him. They still made a decent push on that back, but it just wasn't enough. Bookie, I think, and Rianzo ran rampant through their spines and just ripped them apart. Not quite sure why Jackpot is the first in there with that M8. I expect his subbies to be doing a little bit more work. It's a little bit questionable. Like I said, there's that 60-point lead. They couldn't break it, they couldn't work those spawns, but Jackpot, sorry, I messed up his name, is they're set up pretty early.
Just call him Jack.
I'm just going to call him Jack.
Or the bot.
How many ARs are they running?
I think I said 2 before from the TEC boys.
I thought they're running about 3 ARs. It's a good early setup. They're bringing it back slowly, but I think... Oh no, who we just lost? I think we just lost Damo.
We did just lose the streamer, which is good to see. We'll try and get, I don't know if the Skype call's still going, so everyone can still hear us, I would assume. But Damo has been DC'd. It may have just been from the Xbox there, so don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. We'll just give you the audio-only part. I'll invite him back to game. I'm assuming that we are still live. We're just getting... Yep, we're still live, though, I'd believe. So the score currently 75-48 in the favour of the guys from Emperor. Now, this, for those that don't know, this is where I shine, you know, in the good old audio-only style of casting. This is where I started. This is where I got the start in the industry, as you might say. Bucks pick up the man of Benabus there. A moment ago, with a nice little clean MP7 shot off, I must say. Then you're going to have Benabus now off this respawn, coming out through mid. Now, these guys from TEC, the next rotation is going to be at Mechanics there. So they want to try and hold this Mechanics side, you know, hold that back well. Obviously, the guys from the team of Emperor are going to be set up back well of their own right now. And as we see them on our own screens here, you know, they're dominating right now. Benabus picking up a nice little clean double, though, trying to clean the hill out. Score currently 102-55 in favour of this here a moment ago, with Emperor still in that lead. And as Vilesyder said earlier off, that 60-point difference is what they had towards the start there, when the guys from TEC couldn't get that changeover, couldn't get that rotation that they wanted. And now the guys from Emperor have kept that, as Beware will rejoin us now. That's, of course, Hoggy doing all that.
I'm going with straight between Death Machine.
As these guys, as you'll see again now, hopefully, we are on board with the player from... Well, I don't board Bucks, actually, Emperor now.
From Bucks,
just for
leave it.
You may have to just go into to change teams and go to Codcaster mode. Just that way you can change easy enough, mate. As we're here with Bucks now, though, from the Emperor team located back in Mill. And, you know, the guys from TEC aren't that far away. They seem to be bringing it back Vilesyder towards the end of the hill, when the guys, obviously from, like, you know, Emperor sort of give up on the hill, you know, start their rotation. That's when the TEC boys are getting that couple extra points in there to really try and bring it back, but just not close enough yet.
Yeah, like I said it before, it's too little too late. I feel like they need to drop one of those ARs and get another SMG in there with some smokes. Start breaking those hills a little bit more effectively. I mean, Enigma's working the back, trying to sort of flip early now, which is good to see, but then again, they're still got those, like, they're still dealing with two ARs on a hill, which is very SMG dominant. It's just, it's not what they need. They have to change, they have to adapt, because it's just not going to work against Emperor. They're a really aggressive team, and like you saw Bookie's shot before, it's so clean, it's on.
Oh, indeed. You know, as you said it during standoff, and it's just been that way between the whole game. As Jackpot picks up a nice little clean kill as second afterwards there on Rianza. The guys from the team of Emperor rotating and set up for this next hill. Hill's now changed on over. Oh, but look out. Looks like one of the players from the team of TEC did push on through there. It was Enigma. I could tell by the camo because it was glowing in his hand. You know, that sideboard camo.
He was so close to streaks just then. He was literally an assist off.
Oh, poor guy. As he tried to come out of blue, gets picked up straight away though by the man of Bucks. Bucks was sitting out back there, just on that back staircase. As it is 143-95 right now. 4 minutes 25 remaining on this hardpoint on Slums. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, S&D up next, so keep that in mind. But we'll have a map selection coming your way once this one's over though. I want to jump on board with someone else from Emperor though. I want to see what Walrus is doing. You know, Walrus didn't have the best of first games during that first hardpoint. It's sort of the same again, which I sort of feel bad for jumping on board with him now, but 6-13. Obviously his team still in the lead there, but it just seems that hardpoint may not be his best game type as of yet, or maybe that his rest of his team has to do is that dominant in the hardpoint, so he doesn't have to do any work.
I will make the comment that whenever we've played Emperor, they've had a really rough time on their host. No excuses for them there, but just gonna let that be known. Usually when we play on their host, they give us a bit of the D, a little bit harder than when they're on mine, so I don't know, that might be it for Walrus. That can be his excuse for the game, if he so desires.
Fair enough, I'll let you go there, Walrus. You got an out if you need one. So we'll jump on board now with Bookie.
Hardpoint is ours.
So what's going on with him? He's picked up a nice little play, 200 points there for capturing the hardpoint as it rotates obviously there to dump. The next one, of course, is Mechanics. 315 remaining here. 182-118 is the score in favour of Emperor there. And you'll see a Death Machine in the hands of, I think it may have been Rihanna down there inside the hill. The Death Machine out. She's spraying it, trying to pick up some kills. They picked up there in the end, though. As a Warbane there from Bookie could have got a nice little play double. Gets the shotgun out, though. Can't pick up the players inside the hill. And he'll get taken out by Jackpot in the end. So 190-126. 2 minutes 50 remaining here, and as I said, you know, it just seems that towards the end of the hills, that's when Emperor is sort of, you know, when they're doing their rotation, getting set up for the next one. The guys from TEC are getting in there, and yet no player in the hill right now. It looks like
I don't know what TEC's doing. They just got them. They just split Emperor across map. I had a look at the spawn spot of that map.
Hardpoint
and they basically just stood around outside the hill and just
contested.
sort of just stared at a guy on red van and just really did nothing about him. And basically just allowed Emperor to walk into this and get the spawns to that hill. I don't know if you can hit the X button now for me, Hoggy, but have a look at that overhead map. They basically just allowed them to walk straight in, all the way up, all the way around, grab that anchor, and just make TEC's life just living hell. They basically just threw that map in that hill in the bin.
So hopefully, Emperor guys can come back. Obviously, next hill is mid hill, and the Emperor guys have dominated most points in that hill, in the mid. So they may be thinking, 54. We should be able to get that. Obviously, it'll be close to it. You get 60 seconds per hill, so that is the total amount of points you can gain from that one. But that said, again, mid hill is the most contested hill. Obviously, you get players that run in there, and they'll hide around the corners. They'll lay down. They'll just run in there and lay down. That's their job for their team. Is to contest that hill, stop the guys from getting the points. Or maybe that's just me when I play. That's all I get told to do. I get told to run in there and just stop them from getting points. That's what I do.
Yeah, it's definitely a good hill to dance on.
As you'll see, Boogie's in there now. He's got picked up a Bennett's lightning strike as it came over the top. 154 to 215. Still 30 seconds to gain out of that mid hill. Contested once again. As I said, it's the most contested hill that you'll see players just run on in there. Some players will run up. They'll just go straight to the top. They'll jump around a bit. Dances, Vilesyder said. And, just try and stop it. This is about to be... Yeah, this Emperor's got that anchor there at the back once again. They're the player of... I'm just trying to see what it is. It's Walrus. Walrus is that anchor. He's sitting back there in the car park. So that's all they need from that. 50 seconds is just about left on the clock. As they'll gain some extra last bit of points here. All they need is 20, it would seem. 30, sorry.
30. Good maths, bio.
Oh, it was a quick little job there, mate. Don't get me started on your math prior to us going live.
Oh, whatever.
Don't get me started.
Walrus is just firing bullets, just wallbanging people way down the cockpit. I don't know what he's spectating right now, but he's just slamming bullets out.
Walrus is just doing what he had to do, was just stay alive, I think. He got picked up in the end, though. 10 seconds is all the guys from the team of Emperor Knee. There's 20 seconds left. So it would seem hard points. Emperor's favourite right now, but the CTF and S&Ds, TEC have taken out convincingly. So next up is another S&D. Series score, of course, now is 2 apiece. No, I had it right the first time, 2 apiece. And we'll see what the score's going to be coming in just a moment, as these guys get set for some S&D action. Now, I did mention it a little while into that one, that it is up for debate, the map, S&D. We've already seen Meltdown, so throw that one out the back. And let's see what else we can get there in regards to an S&D.
Yeah,
straight away there from the man of Claw. And then a standoff. I've got 2 for Express. I've got 2 for standoff. Plaza's been removed, hasn't it? From the rotation.
Yeah, Plaza's gone, mate.
So, sorry there, Curry. We can't have Plaza. This is MLG rule set, so it's not in the rotation anymore. Someone's voting Nuketown, not even sure if serious, son. Narrow team Slayer there from Opie. Not Halo 3.
Oh, sorry, what have we got? We've got Express. We can do Sun Meltdown. Got Raid, Standoff. Nah, I'm feeling Express. I think Claw.
Yeah. I think Express is a good choice. Obviously, next up, ladies and gentlemen, will be a hard point. It starts rotation again at a hard point again, I believe.
I think so.
I think you just restart your rotation, don't you? When you play more than...
I think so.
On the best of 5? I would assume. Well, we'll start it back at another hard point anyway. These guys back into the S&D, though. It looks like they're all good to go. They're all into the party chat, so that would be the symbol. They'll delay the countdown if they're not.
I'm just going to start this up and we'll hope for the best. Hopefully they'll change their classes. I've got a feeling we may have a team kill off the start, though.
Oh, you would assume that class change would happen before party chat.
Oh, I don't know. Honestly, people just... As soon as you get back in that lobby, people just zone out. They change classes, they pick up... Oh, they don't change classes. They pick up their phones, they look at their PCs. I mean, we do it just pretty well every night. Actually, it's usually fate.
Let's find out in a second.
Destroy the objective.
Oh, we're on.
We're good to go here with Bucks, bomb carrier from the team of Emperor to start things off. So, Vilesyder, obviously the guys from TEC picking up that win on Meltdown for S&D. Are you thinking the same again, or are you thinking maybe Emperor can take this one?
I don't know. From that breakout, it looks like they've got some kind of predefined strat. All the players did a pretty hard-out, consistent A-rush, although they sort of did slow it down a little bit. And they're getting picked off left, right, and centre here. I don't know. I'm honestly pretty skeptical. Their shots are on, so I feel like their killing power can probably carry them through this S&D. But when we played them in S&D, it felt like they had fairly decent strats to push us. But I know Enigma now, he's changed his damn game tag. I know Enigma frags play an awful lot of league play, so they're not really not really noobs when it comes to playing S&D on these maps. They know the rushes, they get them done. They may not have the same sort of like 5v5 experience and sort of years of play that Emperor has, but they can definitely pull it off.
Switching operation ready point.
Oh, sorry, you done?
Search and destroy.
Thanks, mate.
I'm sorry.
Some faith in my commentating.
I could not help myself. I was just like,
you're a jerk.
I'm sorry.
Charges acquired.
You've even got the ability to mute your mic, and you're sitting there yawning.
And here we are with Benabus from the team of TEC right now. S&D, of course, here on Express 1-0 in their favour right now for that first round. Their defence very strong indeed. Benabus is currently EMP'd, so he can't see if there's any kills going on around him. Neither can we. As I say that though, one of the enemy team members get taken down. Sort of Frags and Jackpot getting picked up there. And of course, the man of Bookie got taken down there a moment beforehand as well. So currently now 1v2. He is now by himself after he picked up that nice little clean kill a moment ago. He's got Bucks and Rianza up against him. One of the blue tickets right there. Shots go out, tag kill on the man of Bucks. Now it's up to 1v1 on Rianza. And you know, it's going to be nice if he can get this. He's from above though. Benabus is on a full kill streak right there as well, ladies and gentlemen. So that would have been a 5-1 for him. Getting close to that Hellstorm, but Rianza putting an end to it. Right with that MP7 Bacon Camo. Crisp and clean, no pun intended. You got a kill, getting the round.
I feel like if those streaks had come into play, then I think that would have pretty well been GG. The way Emperor sounded in that CDF, they were pretty demoralized from their
Clear
comms.
the objectives.
I think just any remote remote kill streaks from anyone here is just going to wreck Emperor, even though they're doing well in their hard point. So
I'm just noticing as well, you know, the team of Emperor seem to be rotating with like the bomb carrier as well. Now, usually you would see the same person with that bomb. From what I can tell, you know, I believe you're the main bomb carrier, Kyle.
Yeah, I'm usually bomb carrier.
You know, and Naked from Immunity, just from what I can remember anyway.
Bomb is armed.
These guys have just like, you know, first round may have just been an accident by Bucks picking the bomb up, but Bookie's had it that round, or maybe they have a different carrier per bomb site.
Well, they only did A's before, so they probably have a specific bomb carrier, or either that or they do it based on the spawns.
Get ready for the
I know
next
that's what
round.
I've been trying to do, but usually it goes to me with bomb carrier because my Halo noobs just don't know what to do with the bomb. But no, usually it's if whoever's got the best spawn, you probably don't want to send your bomb carrier in first. That's just like a cardinal sin to have your bomb carrier be the first person into a bomb site for a push, because your last thing you need is that bomb going down right in enemy hands. So you can basically just back off, and then that map's GG.
Yeah, no, I would agree. Obviously, the person in the front spawn, you don't want them going. As we say that, though, I'm just on board here with the man of Frags, and he actually was pretty much front spawn, grab bomb anyway, though. And he is looking towards head his bed. B-bomb shot right here. Benabus picking up one kill there on Walrus. Jackpot takes out 1-2 down Rianza as well. Enigma getting taken down by Bookie, though. So now it's a 1v2. Bookie by himself. So I'm going to jump on board with Bookie from the team of Emperor right now. And he is, of course, in that 1v2. He is using with that Scorpion Evo with the scanner, the MMS on top. Some players actually
seen that.
saying ban the MMS. Thoughts on that?
We lost that round, but it's not over yet.
MMS isn't even that good. It's more of a distraction. Like, if you can use that thing effectively, congratulations, because I'm not one of them. I spend all my time looking at the damn TV rather than just using my awareness and just general map knowledge.
Fair enough.
Just especially now you can fully counter it with what's that perk? I think it's called
Search and Destroy.
You can fully counter it now, so you're basically invisible.
No, yeah, I've just noticed a couple of players, on the Twitter sphere talking about it, just saying, the MMS will be banned. But again, it's not overly used either, and I think that's not something that should be having to worry about in regards to the need to be taken out of the game. As Rianza will pick up an image there, Fraser getting dropped by Bookie. Benabus will take down Rianza. Arthur, Benabus doubles up though. Taking down Bookie as well. So now 2v2 in the round remaining. Bucks trying to get that plant down, but Jackpot on the Walrus, and Jackpot picks up a two-piece. So Benabus and Jackpot, two apiece for each of them. And the round to TEC, 3-2.
Just that MP7, it isn't good enough. Like, maybe if you had a Scorpion there, he could have won that fight. I mean, it was a perfect one burst.
I can't use a Scorpion to save my life.
The Scorpion's just, you've got to spend a bit of time with it to get a feel for it. It's like a You gotta like wine and dine it before you do anything more romantic.
Defend the objectives.
Yeah, also I'm happy to wine and dine it, but it's got to be willing to put out at the end.
I suppose, but I don't know. I've been using it probably the last week or so, and it's putting out a little bit now.
Oh, fair enough. Maybe I've got to put into it. Maybe I want something more long term. As you'll see, Bucks picking up a frags there a moment ago. So Benabus is now by himself, and he's on a 4 kill streak actually. I thought he was by himself, but his bomb carrier Jackpot is there as well, and he's trying to pick up this extra kill here. This is a Hellstorm if he can get it. It's a 2v2 right now. He's put tags on the player, just pushed back out to railway tracks. Now on the flank, here comes a player down back.
Oh, that's right.
Missile on
There we go.
There's a Hellstorm. He's looking for that lightning strike though. One more kill will get it, but there's Jackpot picking up the kill, and it was too late after the recovery happened for the assist to come through there as well. So 4-2, the score becomes TEC, of course, in that lead again. And they seem to be pretty solid at the S&D style. Just got to keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. He is still alive, so he still has the capability of getting a kill or an assist perhaps this next round.
TEC to do an A. Wait, no. Never mind. Next round, TEC is going to do an A. 100%.
Destroy the objective.
I just want to see if Warris sort of recovering, you know, after that of those hard points. He's on 4 and 5 right now. Second highest for his team. Oh, and he's picked up by Benabus. Sure, nice little bang there. That's going to be that's full streaks for Benabus. So keep an eye for that, ladies and gentlemen. Bookie with the bomb though. Here from the team of Emperor. Rolling with that. He's rolling with that evo again with that MMS. He seems to like it. Seems to be. I can understand using the MMS on this map of all maps, you know, because there's so many places for a player just to be sitting in the corner of.
Oh no!
Oh, that's going to do it. And with that ping, Benabus will know the other players there as well, most likely. Bucks, who was the last one there. If we hit a right trigger, we'll bring up that mini map down the bottom right hand side as well. And you can see them all closing in around near that area. They got the call out saying they were trying to plant. You know, they know where the player's going to be. There goes the shots as well. It should be round. There it is there. Benabus on 5-2 the rounds. Benabus on about a 9 kill streak now, I think. And that's sort of a big deal in S&D.
There's a Benabus before that almost had streaks as well. It's basically like he's got 2 sets of streaks this game, almost.
He had 4 at the start, then Rounds took him down from behind. So yeah, I think you're right.
Switching operation ready point.
Well, let's have a look. Let's have a quick little look to what he kills he's on actually. Next round in.
He's 12 and 2. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's on a. Well, I thought he was on a 4 to start. I thought he's on like a 9 now, but maybe it wasn't. Maybe he's on about. He's still got a sentry gun. He's still got full streaks there. He's still got. I don't even know what's going on with this guy. He's got so many streaks coming in. He doesn't know what to do with them. As he's got that Hellstorm, the sentry gun's gone down. The Hellstorm and the lightning strike will sort of be used. He will use the lightning strike. The Hellstorm should follow as well, you would think. And he picks up Bucks there. The bomb's been dropped. One of his teammates should go for the recovery on that. Looks like he's been forced to go for that recovery.
I don't know if that's some kind of next level meta game with like, oh, they're going to think that we're doing an A because I've got all these streaks, so we're going to do a B anyway. Just, I don't know if that's some next level shit or they're just they're blowing my mind right now. I don't even know.
And that's the round right there for the TEC win. And there's that dragon emblem in the background you'll see on Craig's screen. I've got that one rolling as well myself. Respect for the dragon camo and play card.
Oh, the play card moves?
Yeah, so does the cyborg one.
That's so cool. I didn't even know that.
Stand by for further orders.
6-2 the score becomes.
I'll
quickly put the cyborg one on when we're in the lobby and you can have a look at it.
Okay.
I've got Dragon on right now.
Alright folks, you want to cross the map? I think we've got Hardpoint back now.
Yeah, we do have a Hardpoint up next. The man of Hoggy, if you want to go to my name just quickly and just bring up that little player card, that way the guys can see the Dragon one. And as I said, I'll bring up and I'll change on over to the Cyborg one. Hopefully it'll update straight away for you all. Seems like it has for me anyway.
Right it is. What's the series score right now?
It is 3-2 in TEC's favour after that S&D win just there.
Excellent. And people are talking to me.
In the game, yeah, they're making sure that you...
Is it meant to be CDF? They're telling me it's...
Well...
CDF.
It's a 5-map rotation, so I don't know if it restarts. If you're playing like a 3-map rotation, then yeah, you go CTF again, I guess.
So is it meant to be CDF?
Well, we can go CTF. Yeah, we might as well because go CTF. If instead of thinking of it as a 5-game rotation, we'll think of it as a 3-game rotation.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
CDF.
So we'll go Hardpoint S&D CTF. So we went Hardpoint and we went S&D, so we'll go CTF again.
Okay then. Alright, CDF map. Probably going to do... What have we got left?
Well, we haven't... We can still go with obviously Express or.
Express isn't a map anymore, mate.
Is it taken out as well? Oh wow, they're
Yep.
taking everything out.
Slums, anyone? Slums CDF?
Yeah, but we just saw a slums not that long ago. You know.
We can go back to standoff then.
Oh
Standoff?
yeah, back to standoff.
Back to
Because
standoff? We okay with the
ever
standoff?
since the start.
Okay.
But we'll. I'm happy for another listening for the CTF. Is everyone happy for listening during the CTFs again? Hopefully, everyone in the lobby is happy with that.
And make sure these lads are alright.
You make sure the rules are set. Make sure the guys are right, and hopefully everyone's okay with a listening again for the CTFs. People just throwing in random maps from other games, not Shaw kids. I did see someone in the chat earlier asking if I've done the next round of the cast off yet. No, I haven't yet. I've got to still. It's a. Oh, I don't know if I'm allowed to say what it is really, but I haven't done it yet, but I've still yet to do it. But again, for those that don't know, I participate in the cast off, which it's a bit more information is getting said every single day that comes out. Started out with over 1,000 applicants. It's down to 50 now. And I'm still in it. And obviously after this next round, it'll be down to 12. But we'll have a listen in now. And we'll jump on board with Emperor to start things off with the listen in. So Hoggy can choose wherever he wants to watch. But you just make sure you activate that listen in and away we go.
Wait, statue. Tank. Got him. There's one statue still. Statue, oh wow, he's in kebab. He's gone court.
Yeah, one's bottom wood got me.
Box. He's on stat. He's going on the tractor.
Hey, court. Hey, they're just holding it.
We need.
And tractor as well.
Back kebab. He's in bottom granny.
A small tractor. Oh, they're getting the small tractor. He's tractor.
Yeah, there's one granny. One shot. On flag.
In kebab.
Oh my god, went out. We're gonna have to leave it.
Jump up. It's not on their flag.
Bounce.
Mid house.
Do what you can.
Our flag has been captured.
He's got streaks.
What? It's one cracked.
EMP up.
Cracked one shot. Courtyard.
Enemy flag acquired.
Oh yeah, it's probably going to our flag somewhere.
Charging EMP.
Our flag carrier is
On
down.
the streets, red
Our
car.
flag has been taken.
One on our flag.
They dropped our flag. Be advised, hostiles have returned their flag. Our flag is back at base.
Tractor. He's tagged. Wait, statue as well.
Can't confirm.
Statue.
Bottom wood and white. Oh my god, they have a sentry.
I'm gonna have to deal with it.
Bottom wood.
Top wood.
Yeah, on their flag, on the black van.
We have the enemy flag.
Oh my god,
Drop their
sentry still
flag.
gets me.
Our flag has been taken.
One on their flag.
Be advised, hostiles have returned their flag.
Charging EMP.
Full straight.
Hostile flag carrier is down.
Big save, last one's on flag.
Our flag is secure.
I'm hacking the thing.
One shot.
We have the enemy flag.
Oh yeah, green got me.
Our
Sentry's
flag
gone by the
carrier
way.
is down.
Nice on their flag.
Rotate back.
Hostile flag
On their
returned.
flag.
Our
What?
flag has been
What
taken.
kind of spawn was that? Hey.
It can't be the third and the fourth people rotating back. It has to be the first two. One's bottom granny still.
Our flag has been captured.
Yeah, it's on that hay, man. Come on. They just keep doing sneaky pulls.
On the blue van.
We have the enemy flag.
Smoke.
On the Inkabad. About. Right top mid-house.
Be advised, hostile lightning strike inbound.
Straight.
Close, close.
Corner. Just gotta go grab
Hostiles have taken our flag.
it. Nice kill.
Come on, B, let's get that cab. Let's get that cab. Let's go.
Our flag has been returned.
Go. Nice.
Capture the enemy flag.
Right up.
I tank.
Kebab, back to back.
Sag, dude. Oh, our flag, he's pulling now. Dude, rotate. We can't even make a full pull.
Kill confirmed.
Yeah, it's like 3 down right there. I'm blocking boxes, go.
Our flag has been dropped. Our flag is back in base.
Just running as far as I can get.
Our flag carrier is down.
They got me?
Our flag has been taken.
Enemy with weapons.
They got it.
Advised, hostile lightning strike inbound.
No, it's so close on the tank, man.
Go.
Acquired.
Nice, let's
Our
go.
flag has been returned.
Slay.
We've captured the enemy flag.
Hey, oh, you, this on you.
Back alley. Back a bab.
Alright, I played so terrible this half, guys. Oh, yeah, I'll tank. Hey, I got him. Stop granny.
Granny.
Stand down. It's a draw.
Shooter down.
Halftime. Capture the flag.
Gonna be on your own at,
Secure the objectives.
Put it back here.
One's in court.
Drop
One's
it.
broken wall. He's tagged.
One's their tank, one's their tank.
Kebab.
Oh, one's at their tank still. Four's at their tank.
One shot that tank.
Yeah, good kill, Grant. Let's look for a pool, boys. Let's go.
One petty. Tagged him. Pushing tank.
Yeah, got him.
Oh, he's one shot going flag.
Oh, they're gonna get back at it. They're only spawning
Jack,
petty.
just try hold packages, Jack, no rush.
Oh, he's got one burst of fucking war.
Concussion out.
There's one bottom wood.
Oh, there's one coming mid.
Oh, there's two at
We
tank.
have the enemy flag. Our flag carrier is down. Our flag
Someone
is
back at it.
secure.
They're gonna be a tractor.
We need to get out of this back alley, man.
One at track.
Yeah, so
Pull out, last guy's tracked
Pull
up.
alley.
Enemy
Last guy's
flag
tracked him, man.
acquired.
I'm gonna try.
Go flag grunt.
I'm gonna streak him off. I'm gonna streak him as a fucking counter, dude. There's two in court.
Friendly Hellstorm missile.
No, you're clear. One tractor.
Target's OTM.
Yeah, they've done our tank, man, our tank.
Got him.
I should have this.
Last on top wood. You're good.
Yeah, got it.
We've captured the enemy flag.
One's sneaking. He's in back alley. Yeah, Grant got him. Sentry's dead?
Oh, fuck off.
Dude, he's that great. He's gonna pull that.
Hostiles
Black
have
hatted
taken
it.
our flag.
I'm rotating forward.
Oh, what the fuck, he's
Our
went
flag
tracked
has
him.
been dropped.
Oh my god!
Our flag has been returned.
Jack, you should just try to get that out of there. Just come tracked and try to get the fuck out of there.
One's top store, one's broken wall.
Pushing deli. He's one shot.
Don't stack each other.
Oh, fuck me. One went tractor.
Hostiles have
Got him.
taken our flag.
There's one high.
Anyone got straight?
He's pulled a court, he's been caught.
They dropped
Yeah,
our
good
flag.
kill, Fraz. Gotta get that rig.
There's one more there, he's chasing me.
Yes, let's go, get the rig.
Our flag is back at base.
Spawn packages, one spawn packages. He's so tagged, good shit. There's one more, spawn there, Lit.
Oh, I get a third one!
Acquired.
Straight down.
There's only one more. He went broken when we went on that. Fuck, it was one of streaks.
Be advised, hostiles have returned their flag.
Someone, wait, one of you ARs need to go fucking tractor man. We need that tractor man.
He's been caught. Stop being caught.
I'm fine, what's going on, man? I told you, we
Our
need that
flag has
to
been taken.
go. He's top granny, went top granny.
Our flag has been dropped.
On a statue.
Hey, leave flag there, leave flag
there.
there. Leave flag there, man. One shot. Two tubes. Oh, two. There's one more there, Ben. I think he went court.
Got him, that's you. Broken wall side, broken wall court.
One's our tank.
Yeah, I know.
He pushed out.
One shot, one shot pushing Grizzly. I got him.
Got it. Changing.
Pull, push. Oh, he come back alley. Oh, he pull that and just run.
I'm sitting in the spawn glitch. Give me some boxes.
Aiding it.
One's gone through, one's attracting now.
Pull that, Ben. You can pull that.
I've
got that shit. That's the squad, man.
Oh, watch your boxes.
Oh, we spawn tractor.
We have the enemy flag. Hostile lightning strike inbound.
Split.
Oh, he got me. What the fuck?
Boys.
Streak. Oh, he streaked out as soon as you get up, man. Oh, you back alley.
He's in mid-street.
Streak it, Ben.
Streak it, man.
Yeah, hard crank. Good work.
Go through, break wall.
Strike coordinates received.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. The fucking day. Oh my god, no. I didn't get the return. You killed me.
I'll get the raid.
Hostile flag carrier
That was like my
down.
clutch moment ruined.
We dropped their flag.
4-2.
Our flag is secure.
As we come back in, ladies and gentlemen, currently the score is 4-2 in favour of TEC, and it would seem that they are going to keep the other flag away long enough to keep that score there, and the series score becomes the same as that one now, 4-2. And TEC, of course, in the lead by the 2 difference. We're going to see, I believe, S&D up next.
Yeah.
After the CTF.
Maybe. Possibly.
If we're starting the rotation again, wouldn't we go hard point? Or would we go S&D?
Out there. Mission profile.
Hard point next.
See if I get yelled at in the lobby. Hold on.
I reckon go hard point next, and we'll see a hard point on Yemen.
How's
that sound?
That sounds pretty good. Down with that. I'd like to point out there that because our streamer's lazy, he didn't see Benemis absolutely. I'm not sure who it was, but he just absolutely turned on someone. Complete destruction. And he also did drop 33 for like 11 or something there. Just probably should send him some tweets saying GG. This guy's playing so well right now.
Wasn't a solid game for pretty much all the players. You know, you're all going a nice little cross there. But as we said, hard point Yemen up next, and 4-2 is the score. But the hard points have been in favour of Emperor so far. The S&D's TEC's favour. So, you know, maybe the guys from TEC can finally get a hard point victory, but I have to wait and see what's going to happen. People saying raid, but no, come on, Yemen. Why would you want raid? Yemen's so much nicer. Better views.
Doesn't want to load up my rule sets right now.
Well, you can start from scratch and make it.
You're lucky that's all I do at LAN is host and make rule sets.
Well, there you go. So while Vilesyder does that, it is 4-2 in the series. Do you think it'll become 5-2 to TEC? Will they finally get a hard point win here? Or will the guys from Emperor again pick up that hard point victory to make it a score of 5-3?
Apparently, TEC aren't a fan of hard point on this map, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
So, I don't know. Emperor's just... TEC is shooting well, but Emperor is just playing better as a team.
Find out then. Well, you know, even if the Emperor guys do get it, you know, it's still in the favour of TEC to take it out with those S&D up afterwards, and then another CTF. But I did just say, you know, they just said something about Hardpoint Raid being one of their core maps, maybe. So if we say that for last, maybe TEC can come back and with a nice little Hardpoint Raid win as well.
All right, we can try and organise that.
People like Bio is a Yemen fan, but no, I'm not. I just like the map, you know. I'm not. I don't play favourites. All the big players know I don't play favourites. I'm an unbiased caster.
Yeah, this is all made Hopi's map here. I think we've only lost this probably about twice in actual matches. So if you're paying attention to the chat, listen to old Hopi's wise words.
His Lodestar. You got a Lodestar on him on this one. Very nice indeed. I actually do remember seeing about that on Twitter afterwards.
Capture the objective.
All right, who are we on board with?
Well, you know, Emperor has been the way it goes for the hard point, so I'm board with Emperor, I would see. I'm here with Bookie right now. He's rolling with that M801 once again. And the Bucks and Walrus are going to get their first kills. There goes one to Bookie as well. Oh, nice two-piece for him. As Jackpot tries to come around that back way through Arch. Looks like Treehouse. Looks like Bookie's actually sort of getting mid-setup. For Treehouse then, I don't know if there was a plan to really push, try and hold that towards Fountain Well area, but it seemed that's what he was aiming for there. As these guys from Emperor do have the first points on the board, obviously 15-1 right now. Rounza and Bookie both in the hill. Shotguns out. Oh,
some sloppy shotgun.
He got the kill in the end. Now he's just trying to hit fire. Oh, back to the shotgun once again, but Enigma with that MNSC coming in through there and just spraying around while the smoke was up. So it's one of those things that I didn't usually used to see that much for hardpoint. Smoke grenades, Vilesyder, you know, it seems that for these two teams anyway, they have been used a bit more come the hard points, but you know, for most of the time back in the hard point start of days for Black Ops 2 wasn't that big on smoke grenades being used.
Yeah, it's just a matter of getting and learning what orange perks the other team's using. So I run smoke and a frag sometimes now, and I've obviously got classes like stun and stuff, but a lot of teams are running like tac mask and things like that. And now as we sort of switch up to like 3 subbies, I know I use smoke sort of offensively. I usually do like on raid, you've got to deal with sort of people just sitting up in top laundry and top rug, and I'll just go and throw a smoke at them, and it's better than a stun. They're basically just blind. They have to drop their power position and come to some awkward spot, while I just lay around and get points on the hill. I don't know, the smoke's been progressively more popular now.
So that lay around and get points on the hill, that sounds like my role. Maybe I should come play for you.
Yeah.
Hard point.
What I do best, just go straight to the hill and get the points where everyone else just does a little slaying. As TEC on the kill feed there, all of their names in the green as the enemy team of Emperor all getting dropped, and now TEC with hill control and actually the lead.
They're in the lead.
The hard point.
And they rotated magnificently then.
Up there on fruit markets right now. As they're trying to push up there now from the Emperor team. I'm going to jump on board actually with the man of, I was going to say Enigma. He's got picked up though. I'm going to jump on board with Frags. Coming fresh off this respawn here. MSMC in hand. Actually one of the nice camos that I like. One of the default camos, I believe. Just a nice little skin there. Can't really see it right now because he's just double tapping way over and over again. I don't know what the name of the camo is, but I just like it.
That's carbon. Pretty cool.
It's just nice. Nice and clean, I guess. As we're there with the man of Frags coming up here on Fruit Markets right now. 2 players in front of him there. Tries to pick up one. Gets some tags. Couldn't finish him off though. He looks like he's respawned for shotgun this time. And they're getting ready for the changeover to tower next.
Yeah, I think Emperor did a really good job of raking that hill. TEC had the full setup, and they really shouldn't have gone down as fast as they did. But sort of luckily for them, they've got like a fairly decent rotation for the Churchill. They got the anchor set up, and they've got 3 on hill, which is basically the best way to play this hill. Is just to stack it.
Point contested.
And they've got Frags there in the window with the shotgun, just waiting for that jump up. One of his teammates, like you said, one player on anchor at the back there watching flank, also one watching back door as well. Rihanna's taking a jackpot though, so there goes their flank watcher. So hopefully the guy whoever's on backdoor watch may have just been Enigma, I'm not too sure. It is Enigma, who's in there or around that area with him now, coming in through the window, it would seem. From the TEC boys, they're trying to get back in there in the lead. You know, they got that lead and they're trying to increase it. They want to try and put Emperor on the back foot during a hard point, because it's always saying that, you know, the guys from Emperor get those first points in the hill, and then TEC, you know, they're getting like the sloppy seconds, so to speak, just the scraps or the rush of the litter out of that last part of the hill. So now the guys from TEC are getting the main part of it and continuing it from each hill as it rotates.
I think Emperor's had some really impressive team pushes to break hills and the like, but they just haven't got the points on the board to effectively take the time to do those pushes. They need to get sort of like a little bit more aggressive, try and get those breaks. And like it's definitely reflecting with the scoreboard now. I think TEC's in the lead by, what is that, a good 40 points or so?
They are. I want to jump on board with the man from the team of Emperor now. Emperor trying to get back in here actually and try and break it up a little bit. Jump on board for Rihanna, I think. shotgun in hand, it would seem. And,
There's a lot of players running this shotty.
especially on a big map like this, you know, and I used to say, usually it's the shotgun coming out on hijack. But obviously, you know, like it says it's been removed.
There's so much close quarter stuff in this map though. It's like you're either trying to snipe someone or you like literally shotgunning them for a lot of these hills.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, you know, there are some very close quarters. That is true.
I know, we mix it up a lot between ARs and SMGs here. I think Hopi mainly runs shotgun. I'm solid SMG and like, consistent hill bitch for this map. I'm usually laying in smoke. Something I will point out is people don't treat this middle hill as something they can get a lot of points off.
Hardpoint contested.
So like they treat it like it's a scrappy hill just because it's right in the middle of the map. And I find this hill like
Hardpoint
I think we played a match the other night and we got like a good 40-point lead off this first hill just because teams neglect to play it like it's actually
as a main hill.
As a main hill and as it's like important as the other hills. Like every hill is as important as the last one.
So other teams from what you see and what you're obviously saying is other teams you try and treat it as a hill just to try and get kills when players are on their way to, instead of so much as being in the hill and trying to, you know, control that main part and get those points and stuff.
Yeah, like, that treehouse hill it's pretty easy to bitch if you get set up on it early, but it's also reasonable to break just because there's so many entrances into it.
Yep.
And like pretty much every wall is bangable, so you've really got to be dancing if you're a subby in here.
Hardpoint identified.
Every wall being bangable, what I like to hear. Nothing better than easy hill.
Pulled forward.
Yeah, that's what Rounds is getting right now. Emperor just rotated pretty well flawlessly. They got good points off that middle hill. TEC really just didn't do anything on that last hill, and they really aren't doing much now. I mean, there's a sort of a slow push. They're cranking the EMPs and the nades, but they're stuck on that bottom spawn, which you really don't want.
As you'll see there, the guys from Emperor are in the lead, though. Almost just about 20 points right now. 3 minutes 18 remaining still here. And as I said, Emperor have picked up all the hard point wins so far in this best out of 9 series. There's, of course, nice little lead to the guys from... Sorry, mate?
They've certainly brought this back. This map, they were way down. They're up by a good 40 points, and they're setting up for new really early.
Yeah, they are, and obviously that's because last time after this rotation to obviously the fruit market there for that next hill, TEC got it. And while Emperor did get in there and obviously break it, it's one of those things that just became easier, I guess, if you rotate earlier up. Rihanna was up there, and now they've just lost it. TEC have pushed on through. Fragged, it would seem. Picking up bucks up there as well as a jackpot off these respawns. So now if TEC can hold this one for, you know, a good 20 seconds, they'll be looking pretty positive back into the score once again. As here it is here, the man of Bookie was trying to push on through as he came up middle there, but couldn't do so. I'm going to jump on board with the man of, well, you know, I've given him a hard time every hill, every hard point, sorry, but Walrus, he's positive. He's on 19 and 12. So I've got to watch him. I've got to give him, got to give him his props now. Pulling a nice little work here, and he's using the camera that I like to see as well, the carbon, I believe, well, sort of said it was, and that's very cool. He's using his B23R. There it is.
That was a very important kill. See, this hill time here is just really the difference between TEC being even and Emperor having like a nice little juicy lead to be able to do what they like on this next hill. Now those little 15 seconds really matter.
They do, and now that they're in that 200 mark as well, it also plays on the mindset of the enemy team. You know, they're thinking, the guys from TEC are like, these guys are less than 50 points away from winning. We really got to try and bring this back. They might start making mistakes if they start worrying too much about what the score is currently on and more about where these players are going to be coming from. You'll see Emperor now trying to 2 players at the backside. They've got to watch out, though. Last time TEC had the Tower Hill, there was, of course, some shotguns in there. Rihanna's just going to try his luck, but Frey out. Shotgun's a good pick. And now the guys from TEC have controlled this hill long enough to really bring it back. It's good. What's that, just over 30 seconds now they've hit, and a nice little break here from Walrus.
No seconds in there.
We've lost control.
There it is there. The guys from TEC picking up the lead once again.
See, Walrus had an anchor there, but it's sort of meaningless. Like, he really needs to just sort of charge that, charge those few seconds, even with his teammates not being there. It's just, you've really got to work for that contest. And I mean, anchoring that late into a hill is just, it's insignificant. There's no point doing it.
As Walrus is over here at Tower, the treehouse, right now. Hill is now rotated across now towards the fountain, or statue. I like to call it fountain. It's up there in the fountain well area. I was looking to call it something simple like that. Here comes a hellstorm and actually picked up no one.
Hardpoint contested.
Surprised,
Mission
you know,
clock about
more and
to
more people
expire.
with that
Step up.
Predator-style Hellstorm instead of the cluster, but
Hardpoint contested.
obviously it would make the difference as the guys from TEC
This
ain't
is
really
so
got
bloody
two.
close.
It is indeed. 17 seconds,
taking
and there is
control.
the Emperor pick up the lead once again. They've just got to try and contest or hold this one off.
Where are those streaks at?
Big nade right there, contention. If they can hold this
They're
one
gonna
out.
get this. TC's
Oh
gonna
my
win
god.
this. TC's gonna get this.
It's
26
contested
all.
tie right now. I never seen a hard point tie.
They've lost the lead.
Oh no.
2 points. Who just got that?
TEC has got that
TEC
right in
Agents,
there.
mission
I've
profile
never
has
seen a
not been
hard point
achieved.
tie. I've never seen a
RTB
hard
for
point tie.
retasking.
I think we've had maybe one.
Oh, damn it. That would have been nice to see. But there it is. Their TEC picking up the hard point victory. That is their first hard point victory of the night as well. Series score becomes 5-2. Now, I don't know, did we agree prior to actually start the full best out of 9 series to play it out, or are we just going to finish it there? I'm not too sure what the teams want to do now.
Game.
I think that's PG.
Yeah, you know, like
5-2.
that's what I mean. It's best of 9 series, obviously, and the guys from TEC have picked
I'll
up
give
the
you a
win
tip.
now and picking up the
Don't
victory
ever
there
let-
on Yemen after it was stated prior that not their best one. Something to really think about there, really digging in deep, and a 2-point the difference there. Freight going large over 5,000 points in the end. We can't actually bring this, you know, can't see what their total kills were because it's not there anymore. But honestly, a massive big game that at TEC for that hard point on Yemen.
That was ridiculous. I didn't think they'd get that. I mean, Emperor just didn't break that Churchill the entire time. I think TEC had a 100% success rate on Church, and that really, really won them the game.
It did indeed, and that was the main decision. You know, I think they had 2 or 3 shotguns in their TEC at one stage. May have been a bit of a overkill of the secondary with the shotgun, but still obviously worked in their favour, and that setup they had there really helped out. So I'm not too sure what the guys want to do. I think they want to finish it there from the sounds of it.
Yeah, I'll jump in and just make sure they're all wrapped up and say GG.
Yeah, they're also. I think that's what they've been saying. But yeah, Vilesyder will find that out for us now, and we'll be able to decide if that'll be it from the night. You know, not a bad night either. Hour and a half, 7 matches play. You know, that's what we like to see. That's how most matches should be played. You know, one map half the other, no stuffing around. We're in and out. Just how it should be done. As it would seem that we are happy with that. So, you know, I want to thank everyone for joining us here tonight, as always. I'm just listening to the guy. I don't know if the viewers, you guys can hear that right now, but I'm listening to them. You know, the TEC boys were like, we thought we'd just give the guys, the viewers, something they would like to see. Keep it nice and close and pick up the win right at the end.
Up! Don't even.
But lols indeed were had. You know, and I want to thank the man of Beware and Hoggy, both those guys who are controlling this stream tonight. So I thank you to them for coming in and doing that for us. Vilesyder, mate, you're are you actually there right now?
I am here right now.
Sweet. So final thoughts, mate. Final thoughts. You know, in that overall regard for TEC and Emperor is 5-2.
Well, my vote was on Emperor at the start from how they've been playing, but I know TEC is impressive, and I know I've been sort of giving them a bit of the old D-ride when they got picked up by TEC from just being regular Saikyo, however they pronounce it. Like I said, these guys are definitely very good up-and-comers. They play a lot of COD, and a little bit nervous. Just going to say that now.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see how they go, and you know, hopefully, obviously, we're seeing more and more amateur teams show up, and obviously, you know, stay together and stick together, which is good to see.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Hopefully, they all stay around and they attend some events as well. Obviously, don't just be one of those online teams. We want to see more and more teams attending LAN events as well. Hopefully, we'll see them. Of course, for those that are wondering, the next LAN events that I'm aware of, obviously, you're going to have ACL will be in August. I believe that's going to be on the 10th and 11th in Melbourne.
I do believe.
Let's just make sure. 10th and 11th, yes, it is. Next one I'll be attending is, of course, the AVT one in July over in Auckland, New Zealand. That's on the 27th and 28th of July. Sadly, I can't attend both, and it was prearranged prior to head on over to good old New Zealand once again and attend their event there to bring them the live commentaries. But, you know, feel free to follow myself at Bioacid. Again, a big hand to Avant _Vilesyder on the Twitter sphere. Of course, joining me here tonight. So, again, thank you to you, mate, for joining. You know, it always helps me out as a caster to have a co-caster there, have someone to, you know, just really talk for a little while if I want to have a break or stuff like that. And you obviously know what you're doing. You've been streaming more and more. So be sure to give him a follow on Twitter because he does stream his team's matches when they are playing ODCs. And sometimes he'll just stream at night time for a little bit. So be sure to give them a follow on Twitter. And as I said again, thank you to ACL for putting the showcase match on. They're looking to, get more and more showcases here and there. So if you want, feel free to hit up at ACL Beware on Twitter, and you can maybe look at getting your team showcased in another match here on ACL Pro via the Twitch. Until next time, I was, of course, by Biaz, and I was joined by Avant-Garde's team member, of course, and captain, Vilesyder. Well, thank you for joining us here tonight. We'll see you again sometime very soon. But until then, we're out.
Thanks, guys.